We'll take a look at the starting 11s for both of these groups for Vermont. Again, it's mostly college players. Labovitz is one of the lone pros from last couple of years in USL League One. But the bulk of the group, Carmen, is college kids who were on spring break last week. At least that's how head coach Adam Pfeiffer put it to us when we had a chance to catch up with him.
Also adding just a few players, like you mentioned, from college, but still keeping some of the players that were there in last season, in season of 2023. And of course, Lexington already in competition, 2 games they have played so far. So I think the team is, of course, better built so far, coming that they're already playing their league.
They averaged over 2,200 fans per match last season. A sellout is 3,500. Tonight they sold 4,500. They opened up the hill. They took down some banners so you had a better view from the hill. It's 38 degrees in Burlington, Vermont, but these fans are thrilled for the first time in club history to have U.S. Open Cup soccer for Vermont Green FC. It is the first match ever played in the 109 editions on Vermont soil. Only the second team ever after 10 years ago, the Vermont team went on the road and lost to New York Red Bulls under-23 side. A lot of history here tonight for Vermont Green. Lexington SC is hoping to spoil that party. They lost last year in their opening round against Louisville City FC, and now a player who beat them last year, Cameron Lancaster, gets their ball rolling in 2024. And Swinger toward that back post, the header's in! Vermont opens to scoring! Zach Barrett at the back post. A dream for a club that wants to dream big. Up 1-0 inside of 5 minutes.
Well, I think there's no better scenario than this one. Can you imagine a better setup for a gym?
Yeah, good view right now of a second goal for Vermont. Perfection, back-to-back corners. This time Nick Lockerman.
Well, so it was just literally a copy-paste from the right to the left. And even though the goalkeeper, Nico Campuzano, told his defense.
Started all their matches in the most recent fall window of CONCACAF Nations League with it again. Corrales looking for Lancaster, who hasn't touched the ball at all yet, Cam Lancaster. And that's not a positive sign for Lexington. They need to get it to him as early and as often as they can in the attack. Mane. Patty. Back for Corrales. If you were to design an Open Cup upset or a CUPSET, remember the terminology now that we're back into the action here in Open Cup. You need an early goal, then you can pack it in defensively, but you got to be careful now. It's Brown looking in front. There's one back for Lexington. Still a long way to go in this one. And Isaac Cano with the first goal of his professional career.
Isaac Cano scoring that goal, the first one for Lexington. And you mentioned we needed to see Cameron just move the ball and feel like he could do something different. He did it in this one.
Free kick on the way for Vermont. 2 shots apiece. 2 on target for Vermont, 1 on target for Lexington. Both teams 100% in the shooting department. Every shot that's been taken has gone in. Slip through for Castillo. Gerardo Castillo in front. Another for Vermont. Scoring for fun. It's a familiar face this time. Jacob Labovitz.
And this one not coming from a set piece, coming from an open play. And like you mentioned, Castillo and that hug with Labovitz. Great run in that left flank, and then just. But they're really cold because
they are. That they are.
You can't see many green shirts because they're all under that coat.
Lou Young for Cano. The flag does come up to end that celebration before it really begins. That COVID bonus year. Lockerman sending it through. Labovitz goes for goal. That is the first shot of the evening that did not go in for Vermont. Brown floats it. Lancaster the header over the bar. That is the first time he's had a look inside the 18. Lancaster has only one thing on his mind here. He's going for goal. He is ready to go for goal. Lancaster does just that, and he didn't miss it by much.
Yeah, and it was the perfect shot, just a little bit off, but gives you the idea of what a talented player he is. And if he gets another one like this, maybe that could go in.
And Nate Schnurr seemed to have it, and he had it covered on his post.
And lucky for Vermont not getting that second goal. And Lexington, I guess coming into the halftime, it's going to be important to see how they can change their game plan towards the second half and see if they can still get those 45 minutes to make it to the next round.
Foul committed by Indiana.
Another free kick to Lexington.
Another free kick coming for Lexington, and this one certainly too far out of even Cam Lancaster's range.
Yeah, he stays just in the box to see if he can get a ball, be a header, or create another play.
Put it away by Labovitz. Cleared further away by Barrett. For Vermont, 3 of them going in and now underway in half number 2. Vermont left to right in their trademark green, Lexington right to left in the white. In the USL 2 season for Vermont, but he scored 6 goals in those 5 matches.
With 2 assists.
Labovitz slides it on by. Labovitz, 2-on-1. Labovitz goes for a goal, and it's touched around the post by Campuzano. If he would have spotted it, it was maybe a tap in for Sidney Mathuda at the back post.
But he had to take the risk, you know. He did it all. He made the whole play for himself just to see if he can get in that position 1v1. And then he went for it. He went for the goal. But like you mentioned, without that single and little deflection from the goalkeeper, it was going in.
It's the 3rd corner of the match now for Vermont. On the first 2, they scored. See if they can make it 3 for 3. We'll see if Lexington can end what has been a nightmare of an evening defending set pieces. Another in-swinger toward that back post like the first 2 goals. Saved off the line, and now is it in? They're celebrating as if it is, because it is! Jake Ashford taps it home! 3 corners, 3 goals for Vermont, and they're up by 3.
I'm literally speechless. I've never seen this in my life. 3 corners, 3 goals. It's just, once you get...
On his way to his first win in a professional match in the Open Cup. Corrales from the free kick. Falls for Cano. Isaac Cano puts it through. Onen keeps it alive. Back in front. It's blocked. Seemed clean. Shot for a handball, but it came off the hip, it looked like, of Indiana. And crisis averted for Vermont.
You couldn't have said that better. The crisis comes in those flare moments that Lexington has, but really Vermont being able to just get that ball out as fast as possible.
Lou Young. Vermont's season doesn't begin until May 4th. Potential second round matchup in Open Cup would be on either April 2nd or 3rd. Opponent won't yet be known until the draw later this week. Free kick now from Cam Lancaster territory, though, for Lexington to try and claw their way back. They need 3 goals in a half an hour. It's doable.
So that was the ball being deflected, and then just through an ocean of legs, it seems like it did hit on the hand, but at the end, it was not caught by the referee. It could have.
It's close. Seemed like it was tight to his hip, where it would have been a harsh one to give, but maybe
the arms
letter
were
of the
close
law,
to the
it
body.
could have been right.
Yeah,
right.
The arms were close to the body, not out. So.
Well, Cameron Lancaster, we saw what he did in the first half on a free kick. Didn't miss it by all that much.
And we said second one may go in.
Now he has that opportunity. At the hour mark, Lancaster! Fine-tuned it this time. Lexington on the road back.
And when you just can't get a goal to be scored from a play, take advantage of those set pieces, and a free kick well taken by Lancaster. We saw it in that first half when he had that possibility. And now 4 players coming in.
And Lancaster's one of the ones who came off. That was his last kick of the ball.
That was his last kick of the ball. And he didn't even have time to celebrate.
And the goalkeeper cheated as well. Nate Scher took a step toward the left post, thinking that Lancaster was going that way. Floated by Diouf, chested by Lancaster. Balogun, Lancaster! Fizzes wide, goal kick. Vermont, this is now game film that is out there that maybe gets them signed to League One.
And the talent is undeniable.
Bazzini has some talent of his own, but puts it right at the keeper. If you're Darren Powell just watching this game tonight, how many of these guys do you maybe try to pluck for yourself when they're done with college in the fall?
For sure. You saw the way they constructed this play right now, moving it from one flank to the other with power, with speed, and with a clear idea of where to put that ball, and having that communication with your players to know exactly what you're going to do without forgetting that they were on spring break a week ago.
Right.
We're not going to stop saying that.
I think some of them might have forgotten they were on spring break a week ago. Let's not go there. It's a corner on the way for this Lexington side. Down 2 goals with just under a quarter of an hour remaining. Corner comes all the way out. I don't think that's what they had in mind for Corrales, as he tries to recycle it now. Through Mane. Corrales. Diouf. Corrales. Corrales. Good ball toward the back post. It falls nicely for Balogun, still loose in front. Bouncing around, Lancaster swipes at it. Liotti turning. Liotti lays it off. Corrales serves it, again back post, again flicked away, again rescued by Lexington. Tate Robertson on that right flank. Floated back in, centered, Lancaster! Another one! It's a 1-goal game with 12 minutes remaining.
And you said it, the 2-goal difference is always the easiest to overcome in this sport. And when you have a player like Lancaster with the high pressure that they had.
They want to get it right back quickly though, Vermont. O'Brien in front, what an answer from Vermont! Sidney Wathuta restoring the 2-goal advantage. No, the offside flag came up. Wathuta just realized it. Celebration ending rapidly. This game has had everything.
Well, Wathuta was ready. Now, like, he's gonna do it again.
Don't forget, he had those 2 opportunities earlier where he should have had a pass across the back post. He just didn't get it. Finally gets it, but he was offside.
And Bummer Garcia was a great goal.
Well, now Vermont have to defend with everything, but if that last opportunity was any indication, they're not just going to pack everybody behind the ball. They're going to try and counter and score another if they can.
I don't have space for more goals in my paper.
Well, you've been saying it all night. A goal every 10 minutes. We're in the 80th. We've seen 7, so we're due for one right now, apparently. Maybe on this counterattack. Bazzini tries from his own half. It's not a bad effort. It doesn't go the way he had in his mind.
Even more when you see Nico Campuzano just staying there outside the box, just risking it every now and then. I would go for it again because he's been roaming around just out of the box.
You saw it there. He jumped right back out about 10 yards past the 18 as soon as he rescued it. So it could still be on for Vermont. Watuda dispossessed by Corrales. Lancaster still loose. Onin touches it across. Robertson. It's settled for Onin. Still loose now for Diouf. And it's still loose, cleared off the line. Robertson. Not a bad service from Robertson, but there's nobody at that back post. It settles now for Azad Liadi, and it's saved by Schnurr. Rebound put back in, but wide on the wrong side of the post.
Schnurr just ended up winning the great chance to not allow Lexington to end up tying that game. It's incredible how he had the time, Liadi, to even get the ball how he wanted, to get the shot, and nobody was around him.
Officially their 6th shot on target, and the 3rd save for Schnurr, his biggest one yet.
It was such a close range for sure.
Robertson, I don't think that'll be the last chance of the evening for Lexington. 90 seconds remaining of the 90 minutes. Then at the liberty of stoppage time that might not be known to us. Diouf, Onin, cleared by Ndiaye. There is no attacking threat anymore for this Vermont team. It's all or nothing defensively. Only Federico Tellez is sort of giving chase atop the line, but he's mostly coming back as a defender. Through for Lancaster on a hat trick, taken away. 90th minute. Patty through. Defending with everything they have now, Vermont. Tellez. Looking long. It comes through. A mistake defensively. Could be a 2v1. O'Brien puts it wrong side of the post. Could have sealed the deal. Played out in front for O'Brien. Flag stays down. Pierce O'Brien over the bar. Another missed opportunity, but it might not matter. 5 minutes have been played. That's what we were told unofficially it would be played.
And that was a Sherry on top. The crossbar denying that goal.
And Campuzano's going to join the attack now if this is the last chance. He sends it long. Still loose, cleared away. Vermont will carry it up the field again. No sign of a whistle just quite yet. And there is the final whistle. Vermont with the victory in the first ever match in Open Cup played on Vermont soil. A Vermont victory, and they're through to the 2nd round.
And talk about the competition being back, alive, and kicking.
Hold on.
No?
Fans have spilled onto the field. A couple of them. They had just blown the whistle. Vermont again celebrated. Are we going to have a second false whistle, rather?
So it's still going?
Second time, so it's still going. Second time that Vermont celebrated the whistle thinking it was final.
Including us.
Had a couple of fans who came on the field that had to be taken back off the field. No final whistle yet. Might feel that much sweeter when it finally does blow now. A couple of false finishes here.
Oh, ref.
Finally, the final whistle. Vermont 4, Lexington 3. Vermont Green FC through to the next round, and we have ourselves a CUPSET.
And I know we said that a lot, the underdog, but this is what happens when you have the idea, the dream, and you go and get it done.